Hi everyone, today we'll be reviewing the Nokia 2720 flip phone. So as you can see, it comes in this compact box which shows the features at the back and the phone in the front. So for features, it's written that it has a 2.5 internal screen and a 1.3 external screen. It has extra large buttons, Google Assistant, emergency assistance, 4G LTE. It has a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and it comes with 512 megabytes of onboard RAM plus 4 gigabytes of storage, where around 2.7 is usable. Which you can also expand this with an SD card, but only up to 32 gigabytes. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So first, when you open the flap, you get the phone in its own cute little tray, and inside you get the headphones, which also serves as your antenna when you're using the FM radio feature. You have a 1500 milliamp hour battery, and if you pull the tab, let's see, you get the charger, which is sadly enough still micro USB, and documentation. There, get some documentations on the phone itself, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the phone. As you can see, it's nice and compact as compared to other phones or with current smartphone offerings, which is actually why I opted to get one of these right now. And you insert the battery here at the back by pulling ever so gently. Get the battery. Oh, and by the way, when you open the back cover, you can see I've already pre-installed this. You can see the space for the micro SD card and space for 2 SIM cards. And remember, micro SD is only up to 32 gigabytes, and it has to be SDHC, not SDXC, so that it will be able to read it. Now we insert the battery. Oh, and to put the memory card, or rather the SIM card, you have to push the tab and then pull it up. And then you put your card there, and then you put that down, and you lock it in place. There. Now let's put the battery inside. And you open the phone and press power. There. Now, this phone runs on KaiOS, which is it's currently the #1 operating system for feature phones. So make no mistake, this is a feature phone. This is not a smartphone. And this is maybe for people who want to do a bit of digital detoxing, lessening their presence online like me, or also it's also good for senior citizens, elderly people, because one of the good features with this phone is it has extra large buttons, as you can see. Plus, the screen itself is also nice and large. The fonts are nice and readable, and when you first set it up and you choose accessibility, it actually converts the display into extra large fonts for senior citizens itself. So make note of that when you purchase the phone and you set it up. If it asks you if you want to turn assistance on, switch it off unless you actually want those super large displays. Now, what else can I say about this phone? It's good in the hand, and I also miss flipping when taking calls, wherein you just open it like that and you answer the call. And also, when you want to end the call, you simply close the phone, and as you can see on the external screen, you get the clock and the date. Plus, if you have some notifications, it'll also appear on this tiny little screen outside without actually opening it. Now, on the side here, we have the assistance button. If you set it to assistance on setup, this will send a text to I think around 5 of your contacts along with your details asking for help. So it's good for like senior citizens if they need like a medical emergency, and without needing to like text or type or any other inputs, they just simply have to press the button, hold it, and it automatically contacts whoever they actually choose to contact in case of emergency. And on the other side you will have the volume button, the volume rocker. So that's up and down, and the volume itself, the display is a nice circle. So if you lessen the volume, it actually gets smaller, and if you increase the volume, it gets bigger. There. Now, on the inside, you have the 2 menu buttons here. You have a customizable button right there, which currently I've set for messages, but you can actually choose. There's a menu for you to choose what you'd like to use that button for. And you have the answer button and the end button. Now the end call button, make no mistake, when you use some of the apps, when you press it, it actually ends the app, closes the app, not on standby, not for later use or anything. When you press the end button, the app closes. Keypad, as you can see, it's nice and bright, it's illuminated, and it's also nice and big, so it's pretty difficult. I mean, for me, this is my 24 hours with a phone using it, and it's been quite a challenge using the T9 keyboard compared to like a full-size QWERTY keyboard, even though it's an on-screen one with a smartphone. Now, it has a nice click to it, nice travel, and as I've said, it's nice and big, so there's no difficulty with pressing. You have the microphone below that, just one, and also an earpiece. Now, this only has, sadly, one 2 megapixel camera, so 2 megapixels, you're definitely not going to do some photography with this phone. And a flash that is, well, not really quite good. Let's just say that if you buy this phone, you're definitely not going to look for the camera features on this phone. But with pretty good lighting, I think you can take pretty decent pictures with this phone. What else do I need to talk about? The messaging on this is also threaded, and it has some apps. Let's see, when you press, so it has some apps that are similar to your smartphones. As you can see, there are certain apps there. You have Facebook, you have WhatsApp, and you have Snake, you have Google Maps and Google Assist. You also have a web browser. Now, other apps are also available on the Kai Store, which is because this thing runs iOS, not Android. So it's pretty much like a cross between dumb phone operating systems and smartphone operating systems. So it's a little bit in between right now. And apps are pretty basic. I mean, even the Facebook app. Let's see if I can open that one up. Yeah, the Facebook app is pretty rudimentary. I don't know if you can see that, but the Facebook app, it's pretty basic, and it's just like a web app. Actually, that's it. That's the term. Most applications on this phone are actually web apps, but they are usable in case you really do need to go online. Now, basically, this phone is with what I've read in some reviews, they're saying that it's slow. It's not really that good to use online, but that's exactly the point of this phone. You're not buying this to be online all the time. Okay, this is for those who want to minimize their digital footprint online. And for me, aside from that, my other purpose for this is, well, it's simply cute and portable. And of course, if you actually, or if I need to actually go online all the time, I can always use my smartphone again. I can always do that. Or at the same time, I also have a tablet, and that's what you, or a laptop, for example, if you want to check emails. But you can check emails on this, by the way. So this also has email, and though really basic, I mean, if you just really need to check your email on the go, well, you can do that. So as I've said, there are some smartphone features on this flip phone, and you're not going to be totally off the grid with this one. It's just minimizing. For me, that's the word for this. You're just going to be minimizing. Of course, the last part I think about the phone for people who are planning to get this is a bit of nostalgia, because it's a Nokia flip phone from back then with just a few smart features. And that's it. That's my 2 cents worth on this cute little phone. Thank you for watching. I hope you got a little bit of information about this phone if you're interested in getting it. And I hope to see you on the next one.